So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and tonight I have Juuso from the band The Hypothesis, and I'm on a couch and he's driving. So, kids, don't do this at home. So, Juuso, how are you besides driving?
Hello, good afternoon from Finland. Thank you for having me, and I'm pretty fine. A little bit tired of the day, but getting some energy now when the interview started. I have a long drive behind me, and but everything's fine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, Yeah, no, I've done a few interviews where people are driving, and I'm like, sure, if you can do it, but I don't want you to. I want you to be concentrated on the road and not only me talking. So yeah, you are a progressive metal band from Finland, and this new album that's coming out, it's been a long time. I think you haven't released an album like since 2016, correct?
We have our debut album before this, our
Yeah.
second album, Evolve. Yeah, one album before this one.
You had a few
Origin
EPs, I
was
know,
the
on a few EPs. So yeah, it's been a while from your debut to now. How would you say, going with the name of the band, how has the band evolved on Evolved?
well. I think the word is majoring. Like uh, we all been growing up, and well, myself, I would say I just know more what I want to do, also in life, but also musically. So it has been becoming more clear what I want to do. So I think that is one of the points of the album as well. The I think the style is becoming more together, or yeah, evolving to the right direction from the first one.
Yeah, you've been more as a band together. How long was the process of writing and recording this record? Well, because I'm thinking that you started it a few years ago. Did you have a lot of time to work on it?
Yeah, we took our time making the well. I composed all songs. I've always been composing the songs for the Hypothesis. And, uh, we took our time, and I took my time composing, and uh, the I think first demos for this album were made at 2018 or 2019, something like that era. And uh, yeah, and a few years after that, I think I made maybe 5 songs, 4 songs, but they're all from 2018 till 2022, I think.
Mhm.
In the era of 4 years, I made the songs,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think the style uh, come together in that time during that period of time, and yeah, I forgot the question actually.
Don't worry, man. Yeah. No, I was just asking you how you have evolved as a band from the time being. So right now, for the new record, you have two singles out: "Here I Stand" and "Stray." Both very anthemic songs. Tell me a little bit about what "Here I Stand" is all about.
Uh, well, Here I Stand is about uh, a greedy king, basically, who rules his empire with much greed, and he fuels himself from taking from others and weaker individuals, and fills himself with greed basically, and wants to get his empire bigger and bigger,
Mhm.
like never ending story. So
Like the
yeah,
movie, like the movie,
sorry.
the never-ending story, like the.
Uh, yeah, the story is about a king, a ruler who like is I'm gonna take a parking spot so it's easier.
Yes, yeah, I think that that would be easier. That way, you don't have to like concentrate on all the driving.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so yeah, it's all about a king who wants to rule his empire, and he's a greedy king, and he takes it's and he basically ruins himself by being greedy king. So, and in the end of the story, he kind of breathes the toxic air he made. It's all about king building an empire with greed, and in the end of the song, the empire collapses in the end. Like the
okay.
greed eats himself up. So it's all
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
yes, it's a cool song, and you have a video for it. So,
Yeah.
what are some of the other themes that you explore on this record?
Uh, well, there are many. Where actually it's the lyrical side of the album is pretty dark all over the album, and there are many different kind of lyrical inspirations, but all are coming from our lives somehow. For example, Stray, our first single, is all about uh, like when I was young, people put you down, and
Mhm.
they say words that echoes in your head in the later phases of your life, and letting letting go of that feeling, and letting go of those words that put you down, strays about that, for example. And it's all the songs are about our lives. And the our previous singer who passed away, Antti, he also wrote many lyrics for this album. So it was also about his life, about his relationships, and toxic relationships, and hard times, and metaphors about those times and relationships, and
Okay.
many subjects.
No,
Yeah,
yeah, I can tell. But it's good that
yeah,
you got to honor your last singer by including some of his lyrics on this new record. So
yeah,
in a way, it's a way to honor him and also move on to the next step of the band, like the next page of the band.
yeah, yeah. He was one of my best friends, closest friends, and of course, I wanted to honor his legend by releasing this piece of music. And his well, the legacy lives in his lyrics and in his musical, uh, his well, what he did for this album.
Yeah, no, there's some other songs that are singles that I really love, like "Watch the World Burn with Me" and
Yeah,
Where the Dreams Come to Die." You know, like lyrically, they sound now that you're telling me that, like the backstory of the album and obviously like the hardships the band has faced. it makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense why it's like a dark record. So I want to show the artwork for the album. So here we have the artwork for the album Evolve. So tell me a little bit about what you wanted to convey with this album artwork.
Oh, well, I think those. I'm not actually sure what I had in mind. I made this these graphics by myself, and I took time, really long time. I was also learning graphic designing, and mm, I wanted to create some kind of logo, and uh, and yeah, this ball logo is part of my, well, there are my name letters in the center of this ball logo, and then I just put a ball on it also, and I don't know, it just came together. But then I wanted to somehow keep it like, I think there are both dark and the bright side of the album. I think that's the most important part in this album cover, that there are some of the darkness in the center, and then some of the light, and some of the texture I feel that the album has is also there, and the depth. Yeah, I think that is the.
Yeah, no, I think it's it's a simple artwork, and you have the birds flying, that it can mean different things. Uh,
Mm.
so how hard was it for you guys writing? Because this seems to be a very personal album, at least for you, like when you're writing the lyrics. How hard was it for you to do this like very personal lyrics, or was it in a way cathartic and a way to heal and move forward?
A couple of years ago, it was really hard to move on after Antti's passing, but then we decided as a band that we will continue, and I put together the album and mixed, and yeah, then it just sounded so good. Uh, it sounded exactly like I wanted it to sound, and yeah, I think it was also, it was a hard process, but it took time. It took time. Uh, but yeah, now we have rehearsed, and everything is going forward forward with the new lineup now, and we have
Okay.
come a long way from that. I think I feel like we have, but yeah, I remember it was pretty hard, mixed feelings every day and every week. But it sounded amazing, and Antti sounded amazing, and the songs worked.
Okay. So I know you're releasing the album on the 18th. Are you what are you do you have some shows planned for the moment?
We have uh, actually we have next week we have three shows in Baltic Baltics. We we have in Tallinn in one show, and two shows in Latvia. So far we haven't announced more shows, more to come.
Okay. So you're concentrating on putting the album out. In this new record, do you have a favorite track right now from this record?
It it changes, but I think at the moment my favorite track is maybe From the Ashes or Where the Dreams Come to Die. I think one of those, or the opening track Wanderer. It's like really slow evolving song. Uh, the riffs are you, you can really the riffs can really evolve during Wanderer.
Okay.
There's no rush in that song.
Yeah, and now that you got that album out, and I know this one took a while, do you think you like when you do a follow-up to this, do you think it's gonna be easier to write a follow-up to this, or are you gonna take your time?
Uh, yeah, I think it's gonna be even more like straightforward heavy metal, but I think it's gonna be more focused on the singing and like I think it's gonna be more melodic and more I think simple song structure a little bit. And I think we are gonna have a lot of melodies in the next ones, and a lot of like singing
Yeah.
based stuff. Yeah, I love to sing. For example, last weekend we came from Sweden with a ferry, and there was a karaoke, and I love singing karaoke stuff like Alice in Chains and White Snake and older 80s stuff and like the raspy sound, raspy singing and stuff like that, high notes. So I think I'm gonna use a lot of that on the upcoming songs what I make.
There's a lot of singing on this one. So yeah, so it seems you're not afraid of like clean singing, having more melody to the sound of the band. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah,
sounds like the band has a plan. So Yuso, I want to thank for taking some time to chat with me. In fact,
yeah.
even while driving, if I knew you were driving, I would told you like let's wait till you get home, because we can talk to
I,
where you're
I'm
more.
not in I'm not in a hurry. Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Okay,
This was
no
fun.
problem. So before I let you go, Yuso, anything you like to say to the fans?
Well, pre-order our Evolve album and check out the singles we have released so far and music videos and of course come to our shows if we come near your town and yeah, listen to our music and thank you for your support, of course.
Awesome. So, Yuso, thank you again from joining me from Finland here to my couch in Puerto Rico. So, the new Hypothesis album Evolve out October 18th. I think it's on Noble Records, right?
Yeah, Noble Demo Records.
Noble Demo Records. It's going to be out. I'll post the link for people who want to pre-order that over there. So, until next time, couchers, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.